See, it's fine. Alright, didn't crash. Sweet. I had to like restart my laptop because it didn't want to work. But yeah. But Pinoy, you can never get me to be like, yeah. Yeah, Akechi's powerful. He was such a liability if I was just fighting with him. I needed everyone else. So no.
I should write something.
Oh, let me save. I don't remember if I did or not. Okay. Everyone's happy, huh? But even so. Make everyone happy, so. Huh? But even so. Anyway, let's think about it tomorrow. Am I gonna go to jail? Oh, I'm still in my prison clothes now.
It's been quite some time.
Hey, Lavenza.
We have finally succeeded in reaching you.
I think, okay, listen. I love my teammates, and they're very, 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 very useful. But technically with his ability, as long as I had like a shit ton of items for my SP, then maybe I could. But I would hold up a better fight than Akechi would if he was just gonna do a palace all on his own. I would hold up a better fight. He only has 2 of them. His abilities are Curse and Bless, and then physical attacks, and that's it. He needs diversity, and he doesn't have that. He doesn't have any like variety or anything like that. So, let's close. What's going on? I'm imprisoned because of Maruki. Is what I'm assuming. Because this is his reality.
Imprisoned once more.
Well,
this time, not
at least
by the god of
Caroline isn't here to
control,
be mean.
but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future.
Yeah.
However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bonds, allowing your friends to regain their own realities.
Huh? Uh-huh. I'm just saying, if it's theoretical ability that he can hold other personas, but he doesn't do it, I'm gonna keep talking shit. Okay? Just like how he keeps talking shit about his theoretical ability to kick someone's ass when he can't. I think it's fair game. I think it's fair.
You are on the verge of grasping a potential reality once more. Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough. It seems the time has come.
I'm leaving already? Wait, what do I do now?
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take.
Got it.
If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm just saying, if at some point I could go and buy some items, that'd be amazing.
Lady
'Cause I need that.
told you that? We ought to tell everyone else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
Okay. Hey, Samira.
Good morning.
Hello. No, Samira's built different. Because I'm just saying, if I was like in her situation and I was like, yes, I'm living the life as my sister, this whole thing, don't rip it away from me. I had this whole battle, this whole thing went on, and I'm like, don't change everything, and then everyone else is like, we're gonna change stuff. I'd be a little petty. I'd be a little passive aggressive. I wouldn't be like, good morning. I'd still be pissed. I'd be like, I lost, so I'm not gonna fight you again. But I'm still annoyed.
I'm sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm not blaming you.
I cannot apologize enough for what happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that.
Yeah.
More importantly, how have you been?
Physically, I'm fine.
Emotionally.
But mentally, To be entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
That makes sense. Are you okay? I'm gonna say this, but I know she's not okay.
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet.
Figure, Listen, if that's the case, he should have just gone ahead and done it. If he can do all that to my teammates, he should have just done it. Also, technically, we could have just done the same to everyone else. All you have to do is kill their shadow. And their and then they go insane. Anyways, so yeah, because we have the same abilities.
I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through.
Yeah,
I have to figure out what to do with myself from here on.
that's fair. But yeah, I don't know how she went on this long with like this delusion. Like her parents, no one was like, hey, no one called her by her first name. Like her actual first name, nothing like that. They weren't like, yo, this is a little odd. My shoulders, it's fine. Why do you ask, coach? When I take extra classes as well, I want to study more. This class is so awesome. There's no bullying or anything like that here. Hi, bad. I have club today after school. You guys can go home without me. Huh? Club? I thought he was in the go home club.
Time's up.
Happy New Year, everyone. You all did your homework, right? New Year's going to be all about your college entrance exams. So you'd better start preparing now. Oh, and if you cause any trouble, that'll show up on your transcripts. So make sure you behave yourself, okay? Now, time to turn in that homework. Let's see. Who's on class duty today? Have you been studying? Well, not that you really had time for that. Well, this is a perfect world. So maybe we'll magically have all the shit done. As everyone rested up, more or less, my mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized. Same here. I wish that would happen to me. When I just think things, I could stay up for like 5 hours. I just need to like make my mind quiet, and then I'm like, I can sleep. I'll pass out. But if I'm thinking about something, I'm not falling asleep. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, and I'd like to hear everyone else's take. It's me in the hideout. I have to tell you all something. Sure. Oh, really? Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha. Cool, I'll be waiting for you. We definitely need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza and cook up our plans from here on out too.
We have to choose our own path, eh?
Do I think it's fair if he tried turning my teammates against me? I mean, I guess he could try if he wanted to, but couldn't I also do this? Like, I know they're already like, if I'm fighting him, they're fighting him, but like technically we have the same abilities, so I could also do that. I'm just saying, I'm the better version of him. He already admitted it earlier, so it is what it is.
Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out.
Yeah.
It seems he was right.
We can't accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right?
I love Haru's coat. It's very cute.
That's right.
I would wear it for myself.
We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual for us.
Yeah.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
Yeah.
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
Yep.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Yeah.
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do. Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. there are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki is actually doing the right thing.
Yeah. This whole, like, his whole section of, like, this palace, his arc, this whole situation, it's very much so like a gray situation. It's not like black and white like everything else.
But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace.
Hey, listen. I'd like to think, because we're talking about theoreticals here, okay? So I think theoretically, if I wanted to, I could also do the same thing, because we have the same powers. But, you know, I'm not a serial killer like Akechi, so. Hey, I don't know, we're talking theoreticals here. So maybe he just knows, like, a bit of research that I'm unaware of. And if I just came across a document, I'd be like, oh, that's how you do it. And then I could theoretically, you know, if I was evil, decide to do that to someone. I'm just saying. Because we have the same abilities. We have the same abilities. I'm just not tapping into it. Yeah. Nah. Listen, I'm a stubborn person, okay? We can argue about this. We can have a discussion about this for like a year. I'm still gonna say Akechi's useless, and I'm gonna say that he talks too much shit for his capabilities.
If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, then I'm gonna do it.
That's fair.
So somebody say something?
No, if it wasn't for the bet that the god of control made, then we wouldn't have our abilities. Because he gave them to me and Akechi. So it's him.
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in. That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
Well, that means our next step is pretty clear.
I got the palace. Get back to the palace. We've already checked out the
Right.
palace.
Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too.
Okay.
It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff? Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
I don't know, Ryuji. Guess we'll
I've been
find out.
wondering the same thing. Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Good day.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Akechi. Hey, Lavenza.
This is Lavenza speaking.
Venza, come again.
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights.
Nice.
We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
That'd be helpful.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
I don't know. If I was him, I'd put it on speakerphone and put it on the table.
And how'd she know how high our wills are? Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently, she can hear you.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
Okay. Me? Where? Assuming the Velvet Room.
It would be best for me to select a location considered easy to reach by all parties. Therefore, let us convene at your school.
Is that convenient?
At Shujin?
Isn't that a little too obvious?
Wait, she'll be at the school?
Leven?
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
I feel like
Wait,
that's like
she'll be
a
at the
bad,
school?
a bad
Lavenza
place to
will?
show up. Like,
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
also, she's like the size of a literal child. I feel like that will draw a little bit of attention,
I'm not sure
but
what to make of it.
she should just
But
come
since
here.
we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to help us, I'd
Yeah.
call that progress of some sort.
True.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but
We do.
Well, I think we ought to team up.
For the storyline, we do.
me too.
Are you sure?
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
That's right, Haru. Haru. Let's go. She understands.
I guess that settles that.
Let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I don't get it. She's like, let's find a really convenient place for everyone to meet. Why wouldn't she should just be here?
I appreciate the effort.
That's
Thank
that's the most convenient spot.
All right, let's head home for now.
So, do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea for her wandering around in that getup? That's true. Hopefully no one will give her a hard time. If somebody does, you better come up with a good excuse for her, Jelly. I'll handle it. Ngana's on top of it.
For real?
What? No, I'm not. How am I supposed to pull something like that off? A kitty helped out a little kid. Sounds like one dynamic duo. That could last 3 seasons and a movie, easy. That's not exactly helpful for us right now, though. At any rate, I'm certain she will reach out to us if anything were to go a-weary. That's true. We can put our faith in Lavenza. Agreed. Let us know if anything changes. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Why would Lady Lavenza want to meet up at the school? It's not like she just wants to check out the place, right?
Let's do it.
Alright, save. Okay. Do you want to take a break for today? I want to think on it a bit more. Well, you're laying down, so I'm assuming I can't do anything because you're in the... You're laying down. Lady Lavenza will come by the school. That must mean she's got something important to tell us. Let's hear her out. I'll check the map.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I thought. But you shouldn't... You should just... Yeah, have me sleep then. Ngana's back. In its usual form. Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. What's up? Doesn't seem like nothing.
No.
I was just remembering what happened that night. You remember, right? The night before we went into Mementos to erase it, before we dealt with Shido.
hey,
Remember how I said I'd finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that, in reality, and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's traps. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be a human. More than once, I thought it would give me a chance with Lady Ann, but what I did was so lame. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. Understand why though, but you came back. You owe me one. I understand why though. Hey Morgana, I'm not blaming you. Quit being so nice to me. If you try excusing something this big, I'd be more disappointed than anything. But it makes sense. I'm not blaming you. Now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Hell, I was locked up in a prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. You don't have to be cool. You're already super cool. Nowhere near it. You're already super cool.
Ah,
Quit buttering me up. You don't have to tell me twice, though. I'm going to be super cool from here on out. You do that, Morgana.
listen up.
Now what? Now what? What? Anyway, you know what? I'm going to make a promise to you right now. From here on, I'm going to be more independent. I just keep relying on you for everything because deep down I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm going to stand proud on my own 4 feet. I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Ooh, another new persona? I've discovered a new... No, my original power.
All right.
Morgana's persona, Mercurius, has transformed into Diego. Nice.
Okay.
Alright, time to serve. Maruki is just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over on us like that is asking for it. Let's do our best, but you can wish for it. Let's do our best. I'm not gonna give him a hard time. Right, sorry again for all the hassle. You and I are gonna be greater partners now.
Let's turn in for the night.
Well, things are gonna get hectic starting tomorrow. Let's call it a night. Ooh. Okay. What do I get rid of? I feel like that's useful. That's useful as well. That takes so much SP is the issue. Fine. Well, yeah, I'll get rid of this one. Awakening the Phantom Thieves. Nice. Oh. I didn't even click anything. A new year is starting. Y'all look sleepy. What did you doze through the new year? Was Shungatsu one big excuse to laze around? Good grief, Shungatsu is not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. We decorate with Kadomutsu, Kagami Mochi, and Shiminawa in order to welcome the Toshigami deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even Children's Day are meant to commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there ends up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know offhand? Alright, Takami-san, I'll bet you slept through Shungatsu. Huh? No, oh yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Idion is obviously panicking. Let's help her out.
Seriously?
So unlucky. And I didn't even sleep through Shungatsu. Jelly, are you awake? Can you help me? It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What's this phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? They love to party, how powerful they are, how humorous they are, powerful? I don't think that's the point. It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? Okay. Okay. Well, how numerous they are? Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? It's the phrase again, the one about how many gods there are in Shinto. 8 million gods, 10,000 gods, 30 gods. 10,000? I think it's more than that, actually. You don't know? This should be common knowledge, honestly. We call them Yaoyorozu no Kami, or the 8 million gods, though the number is not meant to be taken literally. Yaoyorozu is essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. Well, with these traditions, you could say these beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We I really need to cherish our history.
Oh, man.
No good, huh? I'm sorry, Lady Ann. Hey, I tried.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
Oh.
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
I don't know if a cat should be eating a jelly-filled bread. Let's follow it.
Yeah, let's go.
That's Lavenza.
Hey,
Chase it down so you don't lose sight of it.
Making fun of me?
What do they say? Hold on. Going on a trip next week. My mom reserved a hotel. Is it really the right time for that? What are you going to do about your college exams? Huh? Well, nothing really. What are you saying? You've worked so hard up until now. I know you want to have fun, but don't just give up now. What are you talking about? I'm not going to college. When I graduate, I'm going to work on my dad's company. I've been saying that since last year. People seem to have calmed down about the Phantom Thieves. What do you think about them? I've lost interest. They're heroes. I see their action had a major influence on you, huh? Well, I want to report the news without being influenced by the public. Honestly, I wish I could interview them in person, but that's not gonna happen. Downstairs. Got it.
oh,
Hey, you see that? It went to the first floor. I did see it. Senpai, you shouldn't skip if you keep this up. They'll take you off the starting lineup. Meh, it doesn't really matter to me. Actually, I'd be glad if they did. I prefer to just sit on the bench and cheer everyone else on. It's easy. I could chat with the manager. What, seriously? What's gotten into you? Should you at least come to afternoon practice? Everyone's worried about you. Yeah, if I feel like it. Where on earth is it trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now. I don't know what that says.
for real?
The nurse's office? What's going on here? The butterfly is just like my dream.
Anyway,
Looks like we're the only ones who can see it, and it seems like it has some purpose. There's no point in thinking about it right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. Ah, this was a smart idea. I'm gonna listen to them first. Everyone's been in high spirits since the turn of the New Year's. It's weird. Did something happen? I heard everyone's happy about all the wishes coming true, so that's probably it, right? But being too happy might not always be a good thing. You have to be motivated to win a match. It sounds like you've been talking to your boyfriend on the soccer team a little too much. Come on, being happy is a good thing. Okay, can I go in? This is a smart idea. To come in as a butterfly.
Lady Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Well, you asked me to. What's the formality? Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling.
Interesting.
But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand.
Okay.
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Okay.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest.
Okay.
Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat.
That makes sense.
But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Okay, Lavenza.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza?
She is tired. Okay. And she's
I
gone.
guess we should get everyone in here.
Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, We're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
Good. Futaba understands.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine anyway. Remember what I told you all before?
You're a changed person,
We share a
Akechi.
mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived.
Damn,
Does
she looks
this mean
tired.
you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Here to fill us in?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
Oh, it's almost like 4 a.m.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses.
I mean, that makes sense.
In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it gone though? How'd it come back?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Yeah.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
Interesting.
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most
see.
likely through the use of actualization.
Still, though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
He's a god? I have to fight another one now?
The god of control.
Oh.
Indeed. The being in mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, The Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called God of Control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
The masses are invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because
We wished for it. We chose Maruki. We wished for it.
What? After we defeated the God of Control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
Damn.
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
Yeah. You can't change the past, but you can still keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had ever happened at all, but... Well, no matter the path you might have to take to get there, I hope your trap dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
there's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
Damn.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
Let's put an end to this. He has to be stopped. Put an end to this.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yeah.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently.
Okay.
On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world,
Yeah.
the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control.
That makes sense.
To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
I mean, that's more time than they usually give me. They usually give me like 2 weeks, maybe.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
That makes sense.
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card.
Okay.
Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card.
Alright, you just game.
This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
I know you will.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
I mean, the meta nav.
Right?
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but...
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
Because he wanted us to be happy. That's how Maruki does things. Maybe he wants to save us.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
If you cross us, you're done.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Yeah.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well.
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own.
That makes sense.
What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
Oh, Yoshizawa was watching the whole time.
I just...
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a... welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Thanks, Sojo.
Sorry for coming over so late. And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
Huh?
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today. And, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
Yeah, I saw that. About Maruki? About the actualization.
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence. Whereas, I'm simply... like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
Do you still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
No, you'll choose well. You have to decide, not me.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai. But you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you.
It's all good.
I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it.
That's fair. It's a big decision.
I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Let's reform society.
Tomorrow, we're going to the palace. I'm gonna take back the world. The real world. In writing reality, I would have never thought such a thing as possible. Not only that, but the palace is ruled by a Persona user. How does that make any sense? I know god modding when I see it. God moding. At this point, he basically is a god, right? This shit makes Shido look like small time. Looks small time. We need to come up with a plan. That's a good point. We should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Akechi? I guess we could let him back in the group chat, right? Yeah, that'd be quicker. Agreed. Alright, I'll take care of it. Thanks. A month ago. 1 month to go, huh? You better come up with a plan fast. That time is gonna go by fast. Let's see. What do you want to say?
For real?
Can't believe he controlled mementos. This guy's different from the others. Maruki's gonna be a tough one to take down. Great.
I'll just
love
add
that
this.
for me. I might just end the stream here because it's like 4:12. Tia.
I should write something.
Can never be too careful. Alright. I appreciate everyone for joining. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. I might stream on Sunday. If not, I'll probably stream again on Monday. But, yeah. Okay. Bye.